January 11. You want to know how my day was? I just went to the kitchen to get more tea, only to realize that I forgot to pour the boiling water over my tea bag approximately an hour ago. I was too happy in my head. What was I thinking about? Microchimerism. It's the exchange of cells between a person and the embryo that inhabits their womb. The cross-generational transfer is bidirectional. As fetal cells cross the placenta into maternal tissue, a small number of maternal cells migrates into the fetal tissue, where it can persist until adulthood. With the cells, genes are swapped, what makes each of us a miniature mosaic of many of our relatives through pregnancy chains. I really like this thought, not least because it confirms something I've always felt. A tangible connection between me and not just my older brother and mother, but also with one older sister who I've never met because she died in infancy and whose name I bear, Aviva. But that wasn't the end of my musing. Miniature mosaics reminded me that humans are another kind of mosaic too, holobionts. It's a big word, but there's no reason to fear it. You surely have heard about the bacteria that live in our intestines, the ones you are supposed to feed with the overly pricey yogurts. A holobiont is the sum of the host and all its microbes. The host brings their genes. The microbes have their own genome, but they act in ways such that the host's phenotype, the way the DNA manifests in the world as dark eyes and blonde hair, well, I wasn't blonde at birth, obviously, or stocky build or whatever, is profoundly affected by its microbial communities. It just means to say that each one of us is not just one, but the sum of many. The connection goes so far that the bacteria influences our brain, not just as the organ, but they also influence what we think and feel. It's kind of logical because they have their own interests to guard, and they will not always agree with the host's interests. In the easiest case, the bacteria would want pizza and donuts for the easy sugar they thrive on, while a host on this diet would get a heart attack soon. When you look at it from an evolutionary perspective, though, the conflicts are desired. It is where the magic happens, the back and forth of one entity creating a new condition of some sort for the other, which in turn creates a new condition for the first, is co-evolution, is creation, is novelty. It's not a way to perfection, but to a solution. Now, take a leap with me from the symbiosis of complex multicellular life and microbial life to our integrated existence with data. The dataome started somewhere within us with a code in our genes and the first thought formed. And from then on, it has co-evolved with us in stories and as signs on stones and as print in books. It has constantly amplified and has helped our mind attain open-endedness with creative spark. Admit it would be as impossible for us today to live without our data as it would be for us to live without our gut bacteria. So, if that is true, if we and our data form a holobiont as well, it could well be that the resulting pattern of interaction are the thing that gauges our evolutionary fitness, i.e. decides about our survival. And that leads us to the conclusion. Withdrawing is not an option. We have to confront this shit and see how we can get fit for it.